Hello everyone, welcome back again to Liverpool Report today. We've got the latest updates on our beloved club Liverpool, but before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of Liverpool Report news. Let's get started. In a stunning what could have been moment, former Brighton manager Gus Poyet has revealed that the Seagulls were once just a signature away from landing Virgil van Dijk for a bargain £3 million. Speaking to FlashScore, Poyet shared how club owner Tony Bloom urged him to fly to the Netherlands to scout a young defender playing for Groningen. That defender? None other than the future Liverpool captain and Champions League winner. We watched the game with our luggage between our legs and called Bloom straight after sign him, Poyet recalled. But Brighton, still a championship side at the time, couldn't afford the fee. Van Dijk would go on to Celtic, then Southampton, before becoming a £75 million rock at the heart of Liverpool's golden era. A sliding doors moment in football history, one that got away. Gus Poyet has revealed that Brighton missed out on the chance to sign Virgil van Dijk for just £3 million when he was at Dutch club Groningen. Van Dijk has developed into one of the best defenders in the world, with Liverpool shelling out £75 million to sign him in 2018. The 33-year-old is now Liverpool's captain and has helped the club win 2 Premier League titles, the Champions League, the FA Cup, and 2 League Cups. He also enjoyed a spell at Celtic, where he won 2 Scottish Premiership titles and 3 seasons at Southampton. However, Poyet has now shared that Brighton had an opportunity to sign Van Dijk when he was in charge of the Seagulls, and they had not yet been promoted to the Premier League. When asked how he uses data as a manager, Poyet told FlashScore, "I don't use it as a first tool. I learned to use the data. For example, let's go to a player. I'm watching a player now. I need to bring him." The best person I've worked with on this kind of information is Brighton owner Tony Bloom. He's absolutely unbelievable. It will take you months to learn it because it's so many numbers that you don't imagine. But when you understand why, wow. I got great examples of that. One day, I got to the training ground and I got a phone call from Bloom. He said to me, "You need to travel to Groningen to watch a central defender." And I said, "What?" "Yeah, you must go now. Go back, get to the airport, get your passport and go." And we went with my assistant. We sat down in the stands with a little luggage between our legs, watching the game, and it was Virgil van Dijk. He was of a different class. We called Bloom back after the game and said, "Sign him." But the price was £3 million, and we were Brighton, and we couldn't pay £3 million for a defender, and we didn't sign him. Then he went to Celtic and then to Southampton. But Bloom was that kind of guy who was ahead of the rest. He knew that Van Dijk was a player who played in the first division of Holland with those characteristics, with those data, etc. Reflecting on his relationship with Bloom, Poyet added, "He was the one I had the best understanding with. He was spectacular with our recruitment system. Obviously it was his first job as a chairman, and for me, his second manager, a different character. Then all the people who went to the club, they started talking to him, and they confused him a little bit about me. But we grew up together. I think he went to another level in terms of not only recruiting players, but recruiting managers." Jurgen Klopp may have stepped down as Liverpool manager, but his heart still beats for Anfield and its loyal servants. At the LFC Foundation Gala Ball, the legendary coach gave an emotional speech defending Trent Alexander-Arnold after a section of fans booed the vice-captain for confirming his free transfer to Real Madrid. "Don't forget what he did for this club," Klopp urged, in a passionate appeal that stunned the room and raised £22,000 for charity with Trent's number 66 shirt. From teenage free-kick heroics in Hoffenheim to that unforgettable Barcelona assist, Klopp reminded Liverpool fans exactly who Trent is and why he deserves respect, not resentment, as he prepares to walk away from the only club he's ever known. But former Liverpool manager Klopp, who was there for many of Alexander-Arnold's best moments in a red shirt, has nailed his colours to the mast. Appearing as a guest of honour at the LFC Foundation Gala Ball on Friday night, he made an impassioned speech in defence of the 26-year-old while auctioning off one of his shirts. "I don't want to tell anyone what they should think. I don't want to say what you have to think, but I can tell you what you think is wrong. Because I am an old man, and I don't waste time with hiding my opinion, said Klopp, who now works as head of global soccer for Red Bull. Jurgen Klopp has thrown his support behind Trent Alexander-Arnold by criticising the Liverpool fans who booed him after he confirmed his departure. Alexander-Arnold became the subject of hatred from some supporters after deciding to leave his hometown club on a free transfer for Real Madrid this summer. The Reds' vice-captain will leave after helping the club win 2 Premier League titles, a Champions League, FA Cup, 2 League Cups, the Club World Cup and the UEFA Super Cup. He has been on the club's books for 20 years and came through the academy to make 353 appearances for the first team. His history with the club became irrelevant for some supporters after his announcement and prompted boos from the stands in the following match against Arsenal. Fans are disappointed he would choose to leave Liverpool, while the lack of a transfer fee has exacerbated things. I watched the game when he came on, and I heard the booing. I'm old, so it may be my hearing, so I turned up the volume and said, "That's booing." I needed another 10 seconds to realise, and then I switched the telly off. I honestly could not have been more disappointed in this moment. This is not us, 100%. I don't tell you you should not be disappointed or angry. I tell you don't forget. This club does not forget. We are famous for not forgetting. We don't forget anything. We don't forget the good thing and we don't forget the bad thing. But we ignore the bad things and remember the good things. You don't have to be happy he is going. But don't forget what he did for this club because I can't forget it. His words clearly resonated with some because Alexander-Arnold's number 66 Liverpool shirt fetched £22,000 for the LFC Foundation, of which Klopp is an ambassador. Liverpool chief executive Billy Hogan revealed that Klopp donated €100,000, £84,000 to the foundation when he became an ambassador, and his passion for the club and its players still burns bright. I was there every day. If he wouldn't have given everything, I would tell you now, but every day he gave absolutely everything for this club, and now, after 20 years, he has decided he wants to go somewhere else, added the German, who said he had contemplated attending Sunday's final match of the season in an Alexander-Arnold shirt, but did not want to detract from the Premier League trophy presentation. If someone should be angry, it should be the owners, but they are not. Why didn't he sign a new contract? I hear this from fans, this money discussion. He goes without a transfer fee. They, the owners, have to be angry. Not us, but it is not about that. He gave absolutely everything and wears the Liverpool badge in the skin. This boy, 18 years old, scored a free kick in Hoffenheim, where if he doesn't score that, we don't qualify for the Champions League. Against Barcelona, he did the most cheeky thing in the world and set up the goal for 4-0, a result and a game which will not happen again. But now he plays next year for another club, and we decide how we deal with that. Alexander-Arnold could make his final appearance as a Liverpool player when they play Crystal Palace in the last game of the Premier League season on Sunday.